Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Abuelo and thank you for clicking on my video. So today we are gonna talk about delayed gratitude and just how some things need time to actually work out. We're finally gonna talk about it and just how social media has changed things for us. How because we have a front row seat to people's lives. I'm gonna be talking about how that affects us and just how that makes us not appreciate the lives that we have as before we get into the video, please don't forget to subscribe down below, like my video, comment in the comment section, and let's get started. So basically in this video I'm just going to be talking about how, because we have a front row seat of people's lives on social media, whereby people post their lives, their achievements, what they get up to every day, how that actually makes us feel like we are not doing enough for ourselves, or just how that makes us feel like we are not blessed enough, or how we feel like our lives are not progressing just like other people's lives. I just want to talk on the viewpoint of someone behind the screen, for example, let's just say you wake up. When you wake up, the first thing that you do is go on social media and you look at people who go to the gym, who go to brunch, who go out to eat, and you just woke up at this moment. And because already you saw someone having a good day, even before I get to that point, I want to mention how people will not post their bad days on social media. So you will not see those people having a bad day, you will not see those people not having plans. But on that particular day, because they did have plans, they will post about these plans. Okay, you are recently waking up, you just woke up right now, and the first thing, you go on Instagram and you see these people going out for lunch, going out to the gym or yoga or whatever they do, and when at that moment you do not have much planned, you do not have much to do, and that is the season that you are in that current moment. So immediately your day is ruined, because whenever you feel like you don't have much to do, your life is boring, you are not productive, just because we look at people having their good days on Instagram, that will make us feel like whatever we get up to during the day is not enough, and that is such a bad thing, because I feel like that is what leads to anxiety and depression, and that just takes away from all the plans that God has for you. We also have to remember that we the life that we are living has to do with seasons. So we are not all in the same season. Who have been working for years, and now it's the time for them to actually enjoy their fruits, but because you just know them as a social media friend or as a follower, you just feel like they just woke up today and they have the life that they have and work like that. Just take social media with a grain of salt. Do not take it that seriously, because like I mentioned, you will look at someone driving a nice car, having a nice job, being in that perfect relationship, and you will feel like, oh, they are so lucky. What am I doing wrong, God, that I do not have those things that that person has? But that person is not gonna come up to you and tell you that, hey, I've been suffering for 5 years, I've been working towards this job for 5 years, I've been in very bad relationship, and I finally found my person. You will not know that about that certain person. So when you will sit in your life and you are in your waiting season, and you will be going back to God and telling him, God, why don't I have all of this, why don't I have all of this, not knowing that that person also had their time where they had to sit back and wait for everything that they have. I just want to encourage you, especially for the younger people younger than me, do not take social media that seriously, guys. you know, take social media with a grain of salt. Another thing that I have realized is that social media is just taking so much from us. You are in this season and you're just supposed to be so appreciative and like I'm grateful that I'm here. I've been through so much and God has finally put me here. But because when you are looking at what other people have and what they are doing, you do not have the chance to appreciate what you have now. You do not have time to appreciate the people that you have right now, even though you do not have the money or the car or the you know, the plans that you want. How about you appreciate whatever is going on right now? And I feel like that is why a lot of us are stuck in these positions that we've been in for years, because God is trying to teach you in this season of your life. But when because you are already in the future, you will not get what God is trying to teach you. And there's some things that you have to learn right now that will take you to the next season of your life. So yeah, like I was saying, ultimately all of those things are gonna come, obviously with hard work and persistence and just not giving up and praying to God and just reminding him of the promises that he made to you. But also be mindful of being in the moment, experiencing your now, because that's why a lot of us are just so unhappy. We are looking at the future, we are looking at maybe when I get this car I'm gonna be happy, maybe when I get this place I'm gonna be happy, maybe when I get the partner that I'm looking for I'm gonna be happy. You have to start being content right now, you know. And we all know this trend, there are Sundays are for lovers, you know, whereby Sundays you just have to spend it with your partner, and social media will actually push you to like just picking anyone to spend Sundays with, just as long as you're not lonely, and you'll just settle for anyone because you just want to spend Sundays with your partner. But do you know how many more Sundays do you have to spend with your partner, instead of just settling, and with the right partner, instead of just settling with anyone, someone who's actually not good for you, just because you are in this pressure of like spending Sundays with someone, you know. So it's those things that social media uses to like rush us into making very important life decisions, instead of just waiting on God and letting him do his thing, you know. We are still very young, guys. You can't be 23 and just feeling like you are a failure. You can't even be 30 and feeling like you're a failure. One thing about God, he is a redeemer. He will bring back all the time that you feel like you've lost, you know. So even if you feel like there is no hope for you, you will never find the person, you will never find the job, trust me, trust God. Like a year is nothing with God, 2 years is nothing with God. It's just like a minute, you know. So trust him with your life and just believe that everything that you want will come at the right time. And another thing that I hate about social media is that it's taken so much from just God blessing us, because nowadays I do understand that you do have to work for things so that you can get to them. You have to be productive and you just have to be consistent with earning things and getting things, you know. If you have a goal, you have to be consistent and just work hard enough to it. But another thing that I feel like young people have just forgotten is that God decides. God decides when you will get that job. God decides when you will buy that car. So even if you work extra hard and like push for these amounts of months, if God says it's not time, it's not time, because he knows the right time and the right hour, you know. So social media has taken so much from that, because you will be working so hard and just pushing yourself, and that thing not happening, and just be like, okay, maybe I'm not supposed to get this. Just keep pushing. God knows when you are gonna get that thing. Enjoyed the video, and just remember that everything is in God's hands, and take social media with a grain of salt. Don't take it that seriously. Come back to reality. This is the life that we are living. So please don't forget to subscribe down below, like my video, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.